remind me, last week I seem to recall we've all got the three chords now: A minor, E minor, and D.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we started. What we was all doing together was changing from E minor to A minor, and then I think towards the end of the lesson, I said, if you get good at that, then we're going to make a start changing from E minor to D. You're smiling there. Did we not get that far?
Did you say E minor to D?
Yeah, I think it was E minor to D. Yeah,
I just couldn't do that.
that's fine. Well, we're going to move on to that today. I did say, I think at the end of last lesson that if we get up to that point, then we'll move on to that. But for now, let's just all try. And I'm going to have to do it and watch your hands strumming, I think. And if we all play it together, E minor to A minor, nice and simple.
Well, let's just do it.
Okay, so I'll count in. I'll first, and then everybody join in on the second time. I'll tell you when. So we're going to start on E minor. I'm just going to do one bar on my own, 4 beats, and then we're all coming together. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Here we go, E minor. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Change. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, that's that. Now that looked good. I couldn't hear anything, so let's just go individually. Martin, if you want to just play that for me. If you can go faster, that's fine. You don't need to go at that speed if you've got it and you're happy with it.
Okay, you ready then?
Yeah.
Sorry, do you want to carry on?
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, because I want to see the change back to E minor as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So right.
If you can go faster if you want, if you can do it. Just hold it there. Just check your first finger. I don't think your first finger's on your
sorry, it was
string.
on 3 instead of 2. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
So.
Okay, that's fine. Now, you're probably strumming that a bit too fast because you had to stop while you did the change a little bit and just break the rhythm. So probably just go a little bit slower would be the right tempo. Gordon, you want to try that again? You don't need to go fast. Go as whatever speed you're comfortable with.
Okay.
I'm going to swap chairs. Keep going.
Okay.
Okay, just hold it there. Again, the chord changes are fine. The chords sound good. What I would say with that is same thing again. I think you was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you can see that little pause there while you have to change. You're better off slowing it down to a tempo where we can change in time than doing it like that. So if you remember, the count was 1 and 2, which just gives us that little bit of space in between each beat. But that's okay. Gary, you're fine with that, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're fine with that change. Let's try then E minor to D. That's what we was having a look at the end of last lesson. So if we just go to a D chord first, or did we? We did the little
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
did that as well, didn't we? Let's do that first. The D exercise. I'm just looking at your chord there, Gordon, and I think you're on the. Just check your frets. You've got the frets wrong there on the chord. We've got it written out.
That one.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Try that.
Press another.
Now, what you've got there with your first finger, your third finger
Yeah.
is actually not only touching your first string, but it's also pushing it down on that third fret.
Right.
So we need you try and bridge it over. Yeah.
Okay.
Remember what I said last week as well about the chords? Move the finger up to the actual next frets that you're playing on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that way. Your first finger's gone down towards the first fret.
Okay. So the first finger more that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try. I get a little bit slower. Try that
Okay.
again.
Still.
It's that third finger's doing the same thing again. Your third finger's pushing it down, not your second.
Yeah. Yeah. Still struggling to get there.
Just a little tip on that. I notice where you've got your thumb at the moment on the chord. Your thumb is up the top. Try moving your thumb a bit. Watch my elbow. You see how it moves down when you move your thumb down. Try going in that a bit more like that.
Okay.
Does that help with your third finger?
Yeah.
Okay, so your third finger looks good. Make sure your second finger is pushing down just on the fingertip. Yeah. You can hear your finger. That's it. Yeah.
Just seems to. That one really seems to keep catching me.
Your second finger's not on now.
Yeah, it's time to move completely off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it today.
Now your second finger's moved over onto the wrong fret now. Can you see? Bring your second finger back onto the second fret.
Yeah.
I think your second finger's still on your third fret there. Your second finger's on your third fret. It's on the wrong fret, your second finger.
Okay, so it should be more up that way.
That's it, yeah, second fret. That's it.
Okay.
Try that.
These seem to...
I can hear the notes. It's a little bit muted, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, it is muted.
Just a little bit, but I can hear it, so it's a good start. Make sure that finger gets behind that second fret, though.
Yeah.
No, now you're on your third fret.
Okay, so it's more of that way.
Yeah, that's the one. That's pretty good. Yeah, and then back on. Okay, just one thing now. Just that was spot on. That was really good. Just one thing though. Now you're actually playing it far too fast. The actual tune only goes. Yeah. Just try it like that. So when they're a fair bit slower.
Set up again. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. I'll go to Martin. If you want to
Yeah.
just if you mute your microphone,
Okay.
and you can just have a practice of that for a second,
Yeah,
then I'll
okay.
come back to you in a minute. Yeah. Get on and try that, Martin, then please. And the fingers back on and carry on. Yeah, it's that change we need as well. Again, if you go a little bit slower.
Yeah. Oops. It's putting them back on again. I don't seem to be able to get.
It's getting there though. It's coming fine. Yeah. Again, the more you speed up, the quicker you've got to change to keep it in time.
Yeah.
So just keep it slow. Keep it slow.
Going too
Okay,
fast.
it's getting there though. I can say that. That's sounding pretty good. Gary, do you want to give us a go at that, please?
I missed last week, Gary. So what, D minor? Sorry, D.
It was your D major chord.
Yeah, and A minor.
And no. What we're doing now is we're running through the notes of this chord like that. So the strings are going 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then we repeat it again. Right, try that. At that point, only twice. At that point, lift off your first finger and your third finger.
Yeah.
No, that's your first. You've lifted off your first and your second. Lift off your first and your third. That's it.
Yeah.
We play that twice, and then we put them back on. Do you want to? Well, you might as well play along with me. I'll do one more, and then we lift off. And then we're going to start, you join in with me now on D. Here we go. And ta. Twice. And then lift off. Back on. And off. Just keep going. Back on. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay. So, that's fine. How are we doing with that, Gordon? You want to put your microphone back on, please? Just give us that one more time.
Oh, okay. Still struggling, okay. Arizona.
Okay, well, it's very close. It's very close.
Nearly, nearly.
And just remember the strings: 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Before we change.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll have that on the list again this week. So if you want to just make a note on your sheets, what's the date today? 24th. 24th of June, and then underneath it, number 1, the D exercise.
Yeah.
I don't know what we wrote for that last week. We might be able to put the same as last week, or do you need to make a note of what we've just done? Usually,
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah, Gordon shared that last week. Yeah.
Ah, perfect. Yeah. And then we take the fingers off. Yeah, brilliant. That's great. So again, then number 1, D exercise, and we'll just do that for another week. See how we're going with that. Good. So the next thing we wanted to do was to do that chord change with E minor to D. E minor to the D chord. Now, don't worry, Gordon, too much about not being able to hear that first string and worrying about it when we do these chord changes, because at the moment, with the chord changes, we're actually looking at her muscle memory and the way that her fingers move to the right chord, in, you know, basically getting the positioning, getting your fingers used to doing that. Whether you can hear them or not, that's what the D exercise is for, so we can perfect the chord. Yeah. So if you play the chord and it doesn't sound perfect, and you know there's not something quite right, rather than stopping and going over it again, just keep playing, change the chord, and when you go back to it, try and get it better next time. Yeah. So it's the movement of the fingers more than anything. So what I'm gonna do. Do you need to just have a second to run over that? You see what I'm doing there? E minor. D, just do a few of them. Don't need to strum anything just now, just get used to your fingers moving from one to the other. Okay, so what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to do like I did with the other exercise. I'm going to strum 1 bar intro, and then we're all going to come in, and I'll cue you. So we're starting on E minor.
This is D, not D minor we're doing, yeah?
E minor.
E minor to D, yeah?
E major, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, have you got your second and third fingers on there? Are you using your first? Yeah, try and use, yeah, that's it, good. Okay, so like I said, I'll do the first bar on my own. 3, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Here we go. Change the D. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And 1. Good. Nice easy change that. And 2. And 3. Get ready. And 4. Here we go. And 1. Yep. Good. And 2. And 3. Keep going. I'm going to speed up. And 4. And 1, and 2, and 3. Get ready. And 4. Here we go. And 1, and 2. Just check which frets you're on. And 3, and 4. Here we go. And 1. Okay, nice one. Good. How's that feel?
Oh,
Yeah. Good.
Difficult.
it's just remembering with the 3 fingers going to the D
Yeah.
chord. You know, 3 fingers across the 2 frets.
Yeah.
I guess, like you say, it's muscle memory, isn't it? You just keep practicing it.
That's it. It's just muscle memory. Yeah, yeah. And as I've said before, you know, there's absolutely no harm when doing this, just go and take in one chord, not strumming anything, and just moving your finger positions, that kind of thing, to get that'll help your muscle memory. I noticed a couple of occasions, and that's looking good, Gordon. I noticed a couple of occasions when you went to D, you did that thing again where you put that first finger instead of up here on your second fret.
Okay.
It was towards the back end of the fret.
All right. Okay.
About there, and that's if you think about it, if you push the string, the frets are protruding, they're sticking up. So if you push the string down there, predominantly you're pushing against that first fret. And you've got to actually push really hard and bend the string down even lower so that it'll touch your second fret if you do.
Yeah.
So move it as far up to that second fret as you possibly can, all the fingers. You know, another little technique for the D chord is normally when we're playing, we'd have an elbow pretty much by the side of us.
Okay.
Just trying to get it so you can see my elbow. But don't be frightened of lifting your elbow up. You know, I know if that helps. Any of these chords, have a play around with your thumb position as well. Your thumb position can work on top, but you probably get a bit more control if you bring your thumb down, which brings your shoulder and your elbow down as well. It helps you to do that thing what we were talking about, lifting your fingers over the strings.
Yeah.
In that position, it's easier than if your thumb's up there. Well, if you take it to the extreme and bring your thumb down and lift your elbow right up, what happens is these fingers flatten.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you take it to the extreme, so if you go that way, it can lift over. So that's a little technique to think about.
Yeah.
When we're playing. That's good. So the next one we're going to have a look at, we might as well, is A minor to D. This is possibly the trickiest one of the three. Everyone's different.
A
minor to D. So if you check out your, again, just look at the chords first before. That's E minor you've got there, Gordon, not A minor.
Okay, one
that's
down.
A minor, yeah. And we're going from A minor to D, the new D chord. Now, can you see again what were your first fingers on the wrong fret?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we lift them off, put your first finger right up to that second fret. Right. Hang on. Hold it there. Hold it there. Your third finger is on. It hasn't gone to your third string.
Oh no, it's not.
And it's nowhere near your second fret. Can you slide it right up to that second fret?
Yeah.
Yeah, and your third finger's a long way from that fret, from the third fret as well. Move that further up. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So a lot of it's the accuracy when we put our fingers on.
Yeah.
Getting the accuracy of the fingers just at the right place on the fret, with fingertip pushing down the string. It takes a bit of time, just time and practice, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's close. That's close. So, again, we'll do the same thing with what we just did, going E minor to D this time. Do you need? I'll tell you what, I'll give you a couple of more seconds first, just while you get your fingers used to that. Yeah.
Complicated, that one.
Tricky one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so I'll play. I think I'll play the whole thing through once before I ask you to join in on this, so you can watch my hands and just you can maybe mime and follow along for the first one. But then when I call you in, then we'll start to strum. So starting on A minor first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then I'm going to change to D and 1 and 2 and 3. Everyone's going to come in on A minor and 4. Here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3. Get ready. And 4. Here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Change and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Yeah, we got it. And 3. Looks good. And 4. And again. And 1. Just watch your fingers. Push them up to the right frets. 2. Good. And 3. And 4. And back. And 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. Back to D. And 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And back. And 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 1. That was the D. Okay. Okay. So I couldn't hear what was going on then. I could see your fingers moving, and the colours looking like they were in the right shape. They seem to be. How was that for you?
Yeah,
Confusing.
Confusing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that I'll have to practice that one quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's moving between those two was quite tricky.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. All right. Well, let's make a note down for this week. So on your sheets, we've just wrote down number 1 and the D exercise. Yeah. And then underneath that, number 2, we're going to put E minor. Yeah, I'm going to show you. To A, we're going to do. So, where are we? Can you see that? Oh.
E minor to A minor. Yeah.
That's all I've put. Yeah, number 2, and then a little A, and then underneath that, I'm going to put a B in brackets like that. Yeah, and then E minor to D. Where are you, bugger? Come back. Let me see what you know. You can see it anyway. It's supposed to be that, isn't it?
That's it.
That's the one. And then to C. There we go. A minor to D.
Yeah. Okay.
So we've basically got the D exercise and the getting used to those chords. Now, I could start something else, but I think we've probably got enough there. What do you think?
Yeah.
There's lots to be getting through, isn't there, on there for next time? And then next time I want to start doing something, a little bit of lead where we're actually playing one note at a time. The difference between lead guitar and rhythm guitar, well, rhythm guitar is when we're taking chords, like we've been doing, and with this hand we strum rhythms. These are rhythms. You know, drummers play rhythms. You know, there's something. It's a beat basically. That's just A minor to D. A minor to D. So all I've added there is wanted rhythm to what we were doing. It's exactly the same as what we're playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've just changed that very simple rhythm into something else. That's all. So that's rhythm guitar. Lead guitar is when the guitar takes a lead melody, which is basically a tune. So if I do that. That's a melody, that's a tune, yeah? So you can hear the tune, you can hear the melody. In order to play that, I just play one string at a time. Yeah, so that's lead. So there's a little exercise I do, which we'll have a look at, which we can have a look at next time on that. And that'll just break up the monotony of just doing chords all the time. Because at the beginning, it's just getting used to the chords, changing, getting the strumming going. But if we make a start doing that next week, then that'll be brilliant. All right.
Okay.
Anyone got any questions? Anybody want to ask anything? Anything anybody's not so sure about? Want to run over anything again?
All good.
No?
Good.
Everyone happy? Okay.
Practice.
Yeah, just keep going on. I noticed you were shaking your hand a bit. Is that the fingertips getting a little bit sore?
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I say when we're practicing, just do it in short bursts.
Yeah.
Because if you practice too much when your fingers are sore, they will actually remain sore for the day after as well.
Yeah. That's
So
what I
we
found.
don't want to really bruise them too much. So that's why you play it a little bit until you can feel them, and then put it down and keep practicing that way. And that way, again, the muscle memory will start to work more as well because it's more familiar with what we're doing. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you. We'll see everyone next Wednesday.
week.
All right.
Cheers now. See you later.
See you
Bye-bye.
now. See you later. Bye now.